Hi guys, and welcome once again to Transport Fever. I'm James4038 and I hope you guys are doing okay. So we are once again back. I've changed all of these signals to one way between episodes like I said I would, and I'm now looking at our next sort of endeavour, and I'm looking at this stone plant, or the quarry, and I'm thinking if I take the stone from here to this plant, we can turn it into construction materials. Now, you may look at this and go, oh no, but it needs this as well. It doesn't. It needs this or this. So this is slag, and you get it from making steel. So you provide iron and coal, and it will make 2 steel and 1 slag. But you can also use bricks to make, or use stone to make bricks, or construction material, but let's face it, that's a brick. So yeah, so if it's got the slice there, it's that or that. If there's not a slice, then it needs both. So yeah, this could use wood and plastic, or wood and steel to make goods. So yeah, I'm thinking one train line from here, connecting to Stow on the Wold, and then to here. And I may add in a second part that travels to here. And the reason I do that, I'm thinking that I could add a station. I could probably add, say, this sort of station here, connect it to both the food line and the stone line, and then have all of like the food and stone going into the city from there. It would also let me then spread the food out to this city, which, you know, might increase our profits a little bit, but we're going to need more money than we've got, and I could take out a loan. Tell you what, I'll run this on fast speed for now, and we'll build the first section, so the stone to Stow on the World and the quarry itself, or the plant here. And once we've done that, we'll see what our money situation's like, and see if, you know, I want to change the food line section as well. So we are going to need a termination station. Make it the max length, because again, may as well. And if I put it close enough, country road, there we go. Lovely. And I am going to need a through station here. Oh, that's expensive. It's because of the way it's cutting into the land that it's as expensive as it is. You know what? If I delete that and that, that'll give me a couple more options. That is just ridiculously expensive, isn't it? Oh, I'll end up with a bit of a hill. You know what? Yeah, go for that. Now I've just got to work out how to connect that road. Gotcha. Perfect. I'm also going to need a depot there. Too much slope on it. That works, and it's still connected to the station. Excellent. Now, if I break the roads connecting 2 cities together, the computer, well, the game complains a lot. However, you can break the connections to the plants and things, and the game doesn't actually give a damn. So, yay. And about there? Yeah, there should be good. Although, actually, I want you to be a double station, don't I? Street connection, no. There we go. Oh, come on, really? Is it because it's on a bit of a mountain? Oh no, it's because I have no cash. That would explain it. I've spent all my money. Well, all of my lines are profitable currently, so I just have to wait a little while. Though I'm never really good at waiting. Oh, there's some cash. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Connected. Yeah, I realise I have to connect it to something. Thank you. Right. I need you to be a double as well, so 2. That's going to cost a lot. Small loan, thank you. And track. So if I do that in one burst, that is insanely expensive. Yeah, no, thank you. Really? I can't. A bridge is cheaper. Yeah, a bridge is actually cheaper. That section will cost me 210, that section will cost me 211. And I get further along. Okay. See, sometimes a bridge is actually cheaper. But the bridge is going to be limited. Yeah, you know what? We'll go for a stone bridge. None of our trains are actually going to reach that speed for quite a long time, so no great concern. Okay, and then I want a line to split. Come on. Boom. Okay, so there's the first part. You know what? This is going to be cheaper if I connect up to that line that I've already got. And I don't mean connect up as in, you know, make switch points, but if I do that. Because the line is always cheaper if you follow an existing line. See, that's 45 grand, and that's 43. Oh, well, that doesn't prove my point very much. Never mind. And we want this to come out to about there, and then I'll split off. And again, we want 2 of those lines. Oh, really? No, go from where I want you to start. There, thank you. There. So that'll cost me 105,000. Come on, something to arrive and make me some money. Ooh, look how many passengers we've got here. That's awesome. Oh, there's 80 grand. Oh, let's have a very quick look. We've got 27 people still waiting and a full train. Excellent. Is that... Oh no, we've got 1 train on this line. Or 2 trains on the line total. If this keeps up, I will end up adding a 3rd train to that system. Okay, so let's see about connecting this up. 240 grand? No, thank you. Come on, someone make money. Oh, you know what? Borrow a bit more. There we go. That was a lot less than 200 grand. Boom. So am I connecting to this city as well? I probably should. You know, if I do it now, it just saves me demolishing it and rebuilding it later. So, yeah, okay. So I'm going to need another freight station. Now I'm going to leave this as a double, and the food line is going to come in on one side, and the construction materials will be coming in on the other side. See, I don't want to put it too close to this one because I need to be able to either tunnel that one under or bridge it over this line. Which means this road's in the way. And see, that's where it's complaining because I've cut 2 cities off. Yeah, that should be okay. This is going to be a weird one to connect. Oh, that's not too bad actually. Yep, boom. There we go. And then this side will be connecting to those. Okay, I also need to reconnect this road in some way. No. Connect in the way I want you to. There we go. Really? Just go in a straight line. Yes! If you take the road in a direction and make the road a lot longer, it will still complain. So yeah, when you demolish the roads, you can't just sort of go, oh, I'll connect it up to this side of the city in a roundabout way. There's a max distance the road can be between, so just be careful of that. Okay. You're heading that way. I'll leave it for a second until that one finishes up, and then I'll swap things around. I'm going to have a new depot as well here. So there we go. I'm also going to have to play with the lines a bit. Food line, there you are. So this line, as well as going to there, I'm going to remove that exchange and fit it to this one. Although there's not much point doing that yet because this is still full of food. Okay, so demolish you first. And this is also the reason I've made the line one way, because as I demolish this, sometimes the trains will try and face the other way to go back to a station that they know of, whereas if you make them one way, the train won't change direction. Okay. Boom. South and Bishop, so it's the transfer that I need to remove and then add that one in. So the first station, second station, third station. Yep, that's perfect. Now I just need to actually connect the lines up. we go. Okay, you should still... Oh no, you dumped your food because you can't work out that you're meant to now deliver here. Right, you add a station just there. So once they've finished clearing this out of food, I will remove that station. Okay, and speed up time again, and they should eventually work out that they can still deliver food here. Come on, go up. How much do you make now with a full load of cows? 35k, that's not bad. It's loaded the food, which should mean that, yep, it's worked out that food can now go to here instead of there. Which food is stored? 26. I think this line needs a couple more vehicles on it then. No, don't just ride off into town. Turn your butts around and actually load up, would you? Obviously, I've not helped by adding that in, but otherwise that'll fill up and we'll stop the line. I could just demolish it and waste the food, but there's only 14 left, so yeah, we'll leave it for now. And wow, you've got almost a full train's worth of passengers waiting. You've got none though, so yeah, there's no point giving it another train yet. Now, these aren't actually producing yet because I've not got a train on the line, so it's not sort of worked out that it will have a use yet. So now the other thing I can do, if I link this train line here, I can now put a depot here and link it to both lines. It just saves me having multiple depots. Go through? Yes, it does. And I'll just wait until I have enough cash to actually buy it. Oof, that might take a while though. We've just passed the end of the year, which takes a big chunk of my money for all the loan that I've got. And you're now empty, so remove. And I now want that to fully load. So now they shouldn't leave that depot unless they've got a load. Upper, yeah, upper. Excellent. Now the other thing I want to check... Still can't afford you yet. Now I can. Boom. So at the moment... Turn you off. Does this bus stop? Yeah, it covers the industrial as well. So if I drop off building materials here, it should have no trouble putting them on the same wagons that the food is going on. Obviously that will require me to add more wagons just to make sure it all goes through. So what about you? Yep, you're delivering a full load of food. Perfect. So yeah, this system's worked out that it can once again deliver here. So let's now add this train in. So I'm obviously going to need some more cash. And I'll pause the game while I buy all the train. So we're going to need the train itself. Now we need... This car carries the stone. So we'll get one of those for the second. Construction materials. Yeah. And the state car is what carries the construction materials. So, one of them as well for the second. Now, This train obviously can't carry much. You're the one that carries the food, so really I want one of you as well. So this train's got to have 3 different carriages on it if I want it to carry everything. Okay. Well, I will add 2 of every carriage. This will be quite a slow train to begin with. I will upgrade the train itself as soon as I get a chance. Right, new line. So this wants to go from there to... no, actually, no, it doesn't want to go to that as the second stop. It wants to go here as the second stop. Here is the third stop. And then back to that as the 4th stop. Okay, is it pulling into the right side of the station? It is. And it's already off. Okay. So now what will happen with the food being delivered here, it should split half of it there and half of it should stay on the station to be loaded. Now if I add in a couple of signals, it will set the line up to put everything on the correct sides. And of course I've done that the wrong way around. That wants to be on that side, and get rid of that one. Because there is no point having a signal as soon as you leave the station. So with those 2 signals on, yeah, the train's worked out where it's meant to sit. Perfect. Now the other thing I'm going to need is trucks in this part of the city. Because it's all well and good having this station here connected to that, but we're not really connected to either of these. So we need a new route. We also need to change this line and give it a name. So this is going to be the train cargo, I think just call it Stone. And you are travelling to Stone. We'll just leave it as Stowe because otherwise I can't be bothered typing the entire name of it. And you are going to be an orange line. Perfect. And we need a new line from here. Yeah, that should work. We'll drop off to both of these to make sure that we get all of the materials delivered where they can go. So you are going to be RC Stone the Ward. Perfect. Now you need to be blue for my system. And we need to add a couple of carts. Speed up time once again. And we've already got Stone waiting for us when we get there. So let's have, there we go, look at the new train and the different carriages, because we've not really seen these yet. Get rid of that. One thing that I really like about the carriages and stuff is when you arrive at the station, you see, especially these open ones, you see them loaded. So we'll slow down time as we actually get to the station so that you guys can see. Look at that, they actually fill with the stone. I just think it's excellent that they've taken the time to do all that. Like, to make it look that good. Now again, we aren't really going to be going at top speed with this train, but yeah. Eventually we'll unlock the next generation of steam train, which, you know, should provide a better pulling power. I mean, 13 mile an hour isn't bad, but we'll compare it to, say, one of our passenger trains. 25. You know, well, actually, that's getting up there. 17. That's pretty good, to be honest. Speed time up again. Oh. You can carry a lot more than I gave you credit for. Okay. Good to know. How are we doing cash-wise? We're at 8 million on our loan, which... Now, I think for the year that we're starting, you can only have a total of 10 million on a loan. So we are coming to the point where I won't be able to get more money quickly. That's running at quite a loss at the moment, but that's because it's not actually made a delivery yet. I mean, carrying the stone from there to there is a further distance than this. So we should make a decent sum of money bringing the stone to here. And, oh, if you have a look, our station's got some food left on it, ready to take over to Stowe. Excellent. So we're starting to build up. What is our bus line like at the moment? Making a profit, which is always good. How many vehicles are on it? 3. How many people are waiting? 12 there, 17 there. You know what? Let's have a few more. Thank you. And what about over here? Oh, you've got quite a few people waiting at your stations. There we go. If you've got people waiting at the stations, you know, feel free to add more buses and that, because the more people you move, the more people that end up at your stations, and the more people on your stations, the more money you make with your trains. It's one of those things. You can afford to make a loss on the road vehicle stuff sometimes, because the systems they will be connected to makes a great deal of money. So I wouldn't care, for example, if my RC Haslingden was at a loss, because, you know, the food line making 190 could afford to have that running at a small loss. But yeah, change you over, and you know what, while we've got the time and the money, add in a few more of these. Now I would want that this side, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I want it just before that, which, to be honest, is a bit pointless with that one there, but yeah, never mind. May as well put them in line, as there's already some there. Now when you're doing this, you just got to be careful, because obviously that middle is so close that you can easily put it on the wrong line. So now I could have always merged these two lines and had all the trains running on the same track, which, you know, doesn't matter if you do, as long as you've got enough signals and things like that. You've also got to worry about the train speed, because if one train is set to a much lower speed than the other, then it's going to slow the other trains down. Obviously we're using the exact same train, but we're using a different number of carriages, so you know it will slow one line down potentially, which is why I've just sort of attached it to the side and gone, yeah, you know, just have your own line, done. You can put signals on the bridges and things. It's a little bit more awkward sometimes to get them in the right place for the bridges. Come on, reappear. There you are. Now obviously I intend to add more trains on this line shortly, which is why I'm putting all the signals in. About there would be good, thank you. Perfect. So once again, between episodes I will turn all these to one way only. And we've got bricks waiting. Excellent. You're still running at a loss at the moment, but you know, we've only just put you in, so I'm not surprised that you're running at a loss. So, buy one of you. So we want 2 open wagons, 2 goods wagons, and I've run out of money. Borrow, and 2 stake cars. Excellent, just afford it. And there you go. And off he goes. Now I'm not sure if you will stop at the station or not. If you do, you can pick up the bricks or the construction materials that are waiting. No, straight through. Now at the moment what will happen is some of these construction materials will be taken here and the rest will be taken back. Oh, look at that. All the trains using my lines. How many customers have you got waiting? 48, 49, 50? Wow, you're just really ranking up there, aren't you? And you, 42. So yeah, I think it's about time to add another one of these as well. So how many people, or how many carriages do you have? You have 4 carriages on you. And you're making how much a trip? 90,000 now. Excellent. So we want one of you, and 1, 2, oh, out of money. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you want to be set to main line, thank you. Now don't worry that I've set it out so close after that one, they will find their own balance, so the more trains you add, the more balance they just do themselves, so but I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. So you know, we've added in the next part of our production line, so hopefully that will start making a profit. I might add more trains to it eventually and things like that. But thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and see you later.